Never get a Maine Coon cat. But why? Maine Coon are often called the perfect family pet, but is that really the case? From high grooming needs to unexpected behaviors, life with a Maine Coon can be more complex than you'd expect. Before you bring one home, let's explore 15 eye-opening truths I've learned after years with this unique breed. Number 1, they're highly independent, not the best fit for owners who want constant affection. Maine Coons, despite being affectionate, are also fiercely independent. They don't cling to you like some other breeds might. While they'll follow you around, they're not always interested in being the center of attention. Some people might think having an independent cat is a plus, but if you're adopting a cat because you want a snuggle buddy, you might be disappointed with a Maine Coon. In my experience, they're happy to be in the same room as you, but they won't necessarily curl up on your lap or seek constant attention. They like having their own space, and you might go days without them really needing or wanting much interaction beyond feeding and basic care. For someone who craves constant affection from their pet, this level of independence can feel a bit like having a distant roommate rather than a cuddly companion. Number 2, they may not get along with other pets, especially smaller animals. Maine Coons have a strong hunting instinct, as I mentioned earlier, and this can sometimes be a problem if you already have other pets in your home, particularly smaller animals. I've seen firsthand how Maine Coons interact with other pets, and while they're generally friendly with other cats and even dogs, their curiosity and size can be intimidating for smaller animals like rabbits, birds, or hamsters. Their natural instinct to chase and hunt might kick in, and they could see smaller animals as prey rather than companions. Even if they're not aggressive, their sheer size and strength can unintentionally harm a smaller pet. If you have delicate or smaller pets in your home, introducing a Maine Coon could create a stressful environment, not just for them, but for you as well. Number 3, grooming is a daily commitment, not optional. You see their beautiful, long, flowing fur and think, wow, that's gorgeous. But what you don't realize is that fur needs constant attention. Maine Coons have a thick double coat that requires daily brushing, especially during shedding season. Skip a day or two and you'll be facing mats and tangles that can be painful for the cat and difficult for you to deal with. And trust me, grooming isn't just a quick 5-minute activity, it can easily take up half an hour or more every single day. Number 4, they're loud but not in the way you might think. One thing that surprises many first-time Maine Coon owners is how vocal they are. But it's not the typical meowing you'd expect from a cat. Maine Coons are known for their distinct chirping and trilling sounds. At first, this might seem cute and unique. Their soft chirps are like little conversations they have with you. However, these sounds don't always stop when you want them to. Maine Coons have a habit of making these noises when they're curious, hungry, or even when they're simply following you around the house. This can get annoying, especially if you're someone who prefers a quieter home environment. While their sounds aren't as loud or piercing as other cats, they can be persistent. Number 5, Maine Coons are known for being escape artists. They need a secure environment. Maine Coons are incredibly intelligent and curious cats, which sometimes turns them into little escape artists. They have an adventurous streak, and if they get bored indoors, they'll look for any opportunity to sneak outside. This can mean darting out the door when you're not looking or even trying to escape through windows or patios. I've had to reinforce windows and doors more than once to keep my Maine Coon safely inside. If you live in an area with heavy traffic or other outdoor dangers, this can become a serious concern. You'll need to make sure that windows, doors, and even balcony areas are secure. Not every cat breed has this level of curiosity or intelligence, but a Maine Coon's desire for exploration can turn them into quite the escape artist. This is particularly challenging if you're not prepared to cat-proof your home thoroughly. Number 6, they shed a lot. Speaking of their fur, let's talk about shedding. Maine Coons shed, and they shed a lot. You'll find fur on your furniture, your clothes, and your food, and pretty much every corner of your house. If you're someone who can't stand the idea of constantly cleaning up hair, or if you have allergies, a Maine Coon might not be the best choice for you. Owning one means your vacuum cleaner will become your best friend. Number 7, their size means bigger messes. Because of their size, Maine Coons tend to make bigger messes. Whether it's knocking over your trash can or tracking litter all over the house, their sheer size amplifies the chaos. Standard litter boxes may not cut it for these giants. You'll need a jumbo-sized box, and trust me, cleaning it is no easy task. Their long fur also tends to trap dirt and debris, so be prepared to clean up after them more often than you would with a regular-sized cat. Number 8, expensive to maintain from food to vet bills. Owning a Maine Coon is not cheap. Their size means they eat a lot more than a typical cat. You'll need to feed them a high-protein, high-quality diet to keep them healthy, and this comes at a price. And then there are the vet bills. Maine Coons are prone to certain health issues like hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a heart condition, and hip dysplasia, both of which require regular monitoring. Routine checkups, special diets, and even the occasional surgery can add up quickly. If you're not ready for the financial commitment, it's best to reconsider. Number 9, they're prone to health issues. Maine Coons, despite their strong appearance, are prone to a number of genetic health conditions. The most common is hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a heart disease that affects many large cat breeds. Number 10, they require a lot of attention. Despite their independent nature, Maine Coons thrive on interaction. They are highly social cats and can become lonely or depressed if left alone for long periods. They follow you around, always curious about what you're doing, and often demand playtime. If you're someone who travels a lot or works long hours away from home, this can lead to behavioral issues. A bored or lonely Maine Coon might resort to destructive behaviors, scratching furniture, knocking things over, or becoming aggressive. Number 11, they're not lap cats. If you're hoping for a cuddly, lap-loving cat, you might be disappointed with a Maine Coon. Despite their affectionate nature, they are not typically lap cats. They prefer to be nearby rather than on top of you. They'll sit next to you, follow you from room to room, and even talks to you. But they rarely curl up in your lap for hours like some smaller breeds do. If physical affection is a must for you, this might not be the breed for you. Number 12, their intelligence can be a double-edged sword. Maine Coons are incredibly smart, too smart sometimes. Their intelligence means they can learn tricks and commands quickly, but it also means they can outsmart you. I've seen my Maine Coon open cabinets, figure out how to slide doors, and even turn on faucets. While this can be entertaining, it can also be a problem if you're not prepared for a cat that finds ways to get into trouble. Smart cats need more mental stimulation, so if you're not ready to keep them engaged, they'll make their own fun, usually at your expense. Number 13, they can be extremely demanding of your time and energy. Maine Coons may be independent in terms of affection, but they're incredibly demanding when it comes to play and stimulation. These cats are highly active and they need a lot of engagement to stay happy. Number 14, they have a unique hunting instinct. Your home might become their playground. Maine Coons are natural hunters. But let me tell you from experience, this behavior doesn't stop at toys. Anything that moves in your home can become their prey, whether it's your feet, a dangling curtain, or even small household items. I've seen my Maine Coon knock over plants, drag small objects across the room, and pounce on anything that catches its eye. This constant need for action means you'll need to cat-proof your house, especially if you have fragile items or things that could easily be knocked over. And if you live in a household with small children or delicate decor, the Maine Coon's instinctive hunter mode could turn into a daily challenge. Number 15, they live long lives. Are you ready for a long-term commitment? Maine Coons are known for their longevity. With proper care, they can live up to 15 years or more.